I'm gonna try a little video today. I don't know what's gonna turn out. It's probably gonna be a little shaky, but ride a little bit. Some of this old chipping saw we got down here, you know. Yeah, it's pretty shaky, but anyway, I'll talk about them skidders. They a lot of talk on there about different kinds of, you know, your John Deere's got this out and got that out, and you know, your Tiger Cat people and your Caterpillar people. There's some people that's die-hard fans, and it ain't gonna matter what you do to try to tell them otherwise. You know, they gonna go with what they want to go with, and I mean, that's fine. You know, whatever works is what you need to do. But like for us, we've always ran Caterpillar tractors, and you know, Tiger Cat. Everything else is Tiger Cat, but Caterpillar's the skidder of choice for us. But we got a 535D, and up till now, I mean, that's the biggest one we've ever had. We've always ran 525s, and Timberjacks and all before that, but got this 535, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, it's a lot different than a C model. You know, they got this. It's something you got to get used to. They's all screaming turnaround seats and all this kind of stuff. Well, you know, they may end up putting a turnaround seat in it, but I really don't see where they got enough room in there to do it. You know, the ones that's got them, you know, the ones that's already got Tiger Cat or whatever, you'll never get them to get a Caterpillar. I mean, I seriously doubt. You know, you get used to running that turnaround seat, and you don't want to hear nothing about looking behind you anymore. But like us, we've never had one, so it don't really matter. You know, it's better than the C model. I mean, there's a lot of improvements on it. You know, does that mean it's gonna run forever? Absolutely not. I mean, I don't believe, you know, these things get 7, 8, 10,000 hours on them. I just don't believe they're gonna run. I mean, there's just too much stuff on them. There's too much stuff to go wrong, too many wires, you know, too many sensors or whatever. We've got about, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 hours on ours, and I mean, I'm not gonna say it's been trouble-free, because it hasn't. I mean, it's given a little bit of trouble, you know, but yeah, I mean, they all gonna give a little bit of trouble. I mean, we've had a few issues with it, but they got, you know, they got it figured out pretty fast, you know. But you don't want any downtime with it. But and there it is right there. You know, that's a good sized bull it's got, but you know, it probably holds some more, but it's got a pretty good wad in it. You know, you cut a man, he's got, you know, to maximize that thing, he needs a pile of wood for it. You know, but we clear cutting, so I mean, he can get what he wants to, I reckon. But it's a lot, you know, it's a lot bigger than a 525. I mean, it pulls a lot better. It's got the ground speed, and you know, it'll pull. You know, I ain't trying to, you know, everybody talks about, well, I do really, Tiger Cat, it's kind of slow, you know, but I mean, in the woods it's fine, you know, but what we do with it is we do a lot of moving up and down the road and stuff, you know, pulling the loader 7, 8, 10 miles or whatever. I mean, it just don't have the ground speed for that. I mean, that thing there will pull it. You know, it'll pull this loader 14, 15 miles an hour wherever you want to go. You know, that Tiger Cat will do the same thing, but you know, you start up a hill with it, it's gonna get down 5, 6 miles an hour, and it just takes forever. But you know, some people love them, and I ain't got nothing against them, but it's just what we use. But anyway, getting back to the the new D models or whatever. You know, they did beef up the blade on them. We used to have a lot of trouble with the C models tearing the trunnions off the blade down there. I mean, there wasn't nothing but 4 bolts holding that shit on. But they got, you know, you ain't gonna tear them up now. But you know, as far as blading with it, some people don't know how to do it, or think they know how to do it, but they don't. I personally do a lot of road building with it. I mean, yeah, I ain't the best in the world at it, but I mean, I do pretty damn good with it. But it's a little bit, you know, you have to get used to it. I mean, you can't see, you know, you can't see perfect off of it, but I mean, yeah, you can't, you know, all of them got the pros and cons. But I mean, it rides better and it pulls better, and the hydraulics are twice as fast, and it's, you know, and I would say twice as strong. They're pretty damn strong. You know, it's a lot stronger than the C models were. As far as the boom and all that, you know, moving your loader and shit, it'll just snatch the loader around like it ain't nothing. You know, that was one big setup for them. You know, some people say they had trouble with them running hot, and we personally hadn't had that trouble. We had a little trouble with ours, you know, with the charging system on it, but it was pretty minor once they got it figured out. Hell, they don't nobody know too much about them. I mean, they're new. So you're going to have to, you know, give them time to figure it all out. I've heard tales of transmissions going out or whatever, but ain't, you know, as far as anything like that, we haven't had anything like that. But, you know, if you want something, you know, if you already got Caterpillar stuff, it's probably what you're going to have to stick with. I mean, that goes for anything. It's hard to trade brands just because they, you know, you're not gonna get anything for them. You know, I can't take a 630 Tiger Cat and carry it to Yancey Brothers and try to trade it on a 545D. I mean, yeah, you can trade it, but they're not gonna give you diddly squat for that Tiger Cat. You know, and just like Tiger Cat ain't gonna give you nothing for that Caterpillar. So, you know, you're gonna lose your trade-in value. I mean, you pretty much gonna have to buy the first one outright and then just try to sell yours off, you know. Some people try to keep them and run them forever, you know, and keep one for a spare or whatever. I mean, we got a spare. We thought we were gonna have a spare. Ended up, you know, putting the man in it full time, but it's hard to let it sit there. You know, I don't have a one tractor out here. You know, but you know, if something goes wrong with it or whatever, I get the other one. But you know, some people don't have that option. I mean, we just have now started doing that. It's kind of, you know, it's costly to do it, but hell, if the loader breaks down or whatever, you're still in the same boat. You got to quit. But anyway, you know, if you want something that'll pull and you know, something that gets the job done, and, you know, I think it'll be a good tractor. Is it gonna run forever? It ain't gonna run forever. You know, you're gonna have to trade up. I mean, any of them's like that. You ain't gonna be able to keep them. Because they all got so much mess on them now. It's just crazy. You know, one stick rams up in there and it tears up, you know, $10,000 worth of shit. And it just, you know, if the electrical system ever takes a shit on it, you pretty much screwed. But, you know, just, they good tractors. They gonna be good tractors from now on, I believe. I mean, you know, some people don't like them, but, yeah, that's what we like, so we're gonna run them. See ya.